Find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. You need a yoga mat or a blanket, a few cushions, and maybe 1 or 2 yoga blocks if you have. Today's Yin Yoga class is about letting go. A Yin quality is to surrender, to fully accept what is without resistance, being open and receptive, not wanting to change, improve, or optimize. Not your body, not your thoughts. Bringing awareness into your body, finding out where there's tension, blockages, or stiffness. It's about getting out of your head, out of your intellect, into the body, becoming aware of the sensations that are always there, even if we don't notice them. The first step is to be aware and arrive in the here and now, at yourself, to feel your personal limitations without judging, even without commenting. Then a deep state of relaxation and letting go can happen. Physically, you are not only reaching the muscles and joints, but also the deeper layers of the connective tissues and the fascia. Also, the more subtle levels like the energy channels, the meridians, and deeper levels of your mind can be reached. Today's Yin Yoga sequence includes the whole body and targets mainly the liver, kidney, and the urinary bladder meridian, but also the stomach, spleen, heart, and lung meridian. The focus of this class is to stimulate and harmonize the energy flow in the whole body. As many of the Yin Yoga poses are forward folds, they are not recommended with problems of the spine like lower back disorders or after surgery. Also, if you have a history in hip or knee diseases, you better check with your physician first and practice with a personal yoga teacher. It is always important to practice mindfully, considering your personal limits. Only then you can experience the full benefit of the practice and avoid harming yourself. Come into Shavasana now, lying on your back, head and spine in a line. To support your lower back, you can place a folded blanket under your knees. Your arms are besides the body, palms facing upwards. Your feet are hip-width apart. Let them fall to the sides. Become aware of your whole body in its position, lying on the floor. Feel the contact points of the body with the floor, and let your whole body sink at these points into the ground. Release all areas of tension and let the whole body sink. Let it go. Release all tensions in your face. Relax your forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, mouth, and jaw. Let your whole face be as relaxed and soft as possible. Release also the tensions at your scalp, in your whole head. Let the whole head sink into the ground. All tensions in your neck are melting away, in your shoulders. Let your arms and hands sink into the floor. Relax all muscles here. The whole back is sinking. Release all areas of tensions in your chest, in your belly. Let your whole trunk sink. Let it go. Relax the buttocks. Don't hold any tensions here. And the whole pelvis. Your feet and toes are sinking and relaxing. The whole legs. Relax the buttocks and the pelvis. Don't hold any tensions here. Your legs, feet and toes are sinking and relaxing. Bring your awareness into your whole body now, from head to toes and into your fingertips. Let it sink into the ground. Let go even more. Also your mind relaxes. Let go of thoughts, images, comments, expectations. Let it flow out of you with each exhalation. Become empty and still inside. Watching your natural breath now, without controlling or changing. Let it flow naturally. Just watch your body breathing and relaxing. Move your awareness from one breath to the next, from one moment to the next. Your whole body is very light now. Let it drift like a leaf drifting on water. It is floating with the current of a river, downwards. The whole body is drifting with the current, like a leaf on water. Become aware that you are connected to your own inner rhythm now, that you are connected to yourself. And without losing this connection completely, without losing the observing consciousness, become aware again of the floor and the sensations in your body. Begin to move your body again. Mindfully move your toes, then your fingers, your feet, hands, legs and arms. Slowly move your whole body again. Your legs are straight now, arms beside your body. Stretch your whole body by bringing your arms over your head. And back next to the sides again. Roll to your left side and come to a sitting position. For the first Yin Yoga pose, the butterfly, sit upright, place your feet in front of you and bring your knees to the sides. The soles of the feet are touching each other. Your feet are in some distance to your groin. Begin to fold forward now. If this is too difficult for you, because your muscles at the inside of your thighs, the adductors, or the hamstrings at the back of your thighs are tight, you can sit up on a block or a cushion. Then it is much easier to fold forward from your hips. Depending on how deep your head comes down towards the floor, You can place your chin into your hands or let it hang. Try to be in the yin poses as passive as possible, without any activity in the muscles, to reach the deeper tissues like the fascia, to let go completely from inside. If you need, you can get extra support with a block or some cushions. If the body feels supported, the muscles can relax. You can place a block or two under your forehead, or bring a cushion under both sides of your legs. Find a position that is comfortable enough to focus on your breath, to become still in your body and your mind. Watch from within. Take your breath as an anchor. The breath we can use to ground us in the now, in what is real. Be aware of all sensations, effects in this moment. Carefully watch all signals of your body. If there's pain at any time in a pose, different than the stretching sensation, sharp or suddenly appearing pain, you better come out of the pose. Maybe you have gone too far, or the pose is not suitable for you at this point. Be aware if there are any resistances in your body, if you hold back, and let go of that. Also all thoughts, all expectations. Only if you practice without expectations, you can notice all what is there, what is real. Maybe after some time you feel the impulse to get deeper. Your body opens up from within. Then let it sink deeper into the pose. And with your next inhalation, slowly and mindfully come out of this pose by bringing your head and upper body up. Remove all cushions and blocks you may have used. With the help of your hands, bring your knees back to center. As a counter pose for this external rotation of your hips, you will practice an internal rotation now. Lean on your hands behind your body and bring both knees to the right side. Then both knees to the left side. Again to the right side. And to the left side. And one more round to the right and to the left side. Come back to center now. And come onto your knees, placing your hands under your shoulders into all fours position, keeping your spine in its natural line. To mobilize and activate your spine, you will now practice Marjari Asana, the cat pose. Start by pointing the tailbone downwards, rounding the lower back, rounding the middle back also, each vertebra at a time. Pull the navel in and bring your head down, chin to chest, rounding your whole spine. On your next inhale, start with the tailbone again, pointing upwards, arching the whole spine, chest and head up. Breathing out, start to round the spine again, each vertebra one after the other. Breathing in, arching the back slowly and mindfully. Then you come back to neutral spine, being aware of all sensations along the spine in your whole upper body. And prepare for the next Yin Yoga pose, Anahatasana, a heart opening pose. Come down onto your elbows and push your hands towards the front of your mat, keeping your hips over your knees. Try to bring your forehead to the floor now. Your hands are pushing forward. There are a few options. If the pose is too intense for you like this, you can bring your arms closer to your body and spread your weight also on your elbows. Or you place a block or a cushion under your forehead. If your knees are sensitive, you can protect them with an extra blanket underneath. Find a position that is comfortable enough that you can stay for a while and let go. Let the sternum sink towards the floor. Let go of all resistances in your upper body, your shoulders, your neck, your whole back. Let yourself hang, passive and without activity in your muscles. The focus is mainly in the chest and the thoracic spine at the back, your heart space. Here you can feel the opening, expansion, letting go. With each exhalation, you let go even more. All that is tight, all resistances. Remind yourself to surrender completely. And stay connected to your breath and all that is there in that present moment. And very slowly come out of that pose by sitting back on your heels. Your forehead touches the floor. For this counter pose, child's pose, you bring your arms back and behind your body. You should be absolutely passive also in this pose. Therefore, it is important to really sit on your heels. If this is not happening, bring a cushion between your heels and your buttocks. If the forehead doesn't meet the floor, you can place a block or a cushion underneath. Become again aware of the contact points of your body with the floor and let the whole body sink. being aware of all sensations. After releasing a Yin Yoga pose, it is possible to feel the effects, the sensations directly in your body. Maybe you feel warmth or energy flowing in your body, or you notice a deep feeling of relaxation or expansion. The more you practice, the better you can notice these very subtle sensations. Bring your hands to the front again and push yourself forward on your belly for the next pose, Sphinx Asana. Your elbows are under your shoulders, forearms parallel to each other, and the palms are facing downwards. There's a contraction, a pressure in your lumbar spine, in your lower back. You should feel it, but it should be manageable, not too strong. If the pressure is too strong, bring your forearms a bit more forward. Keep your legs, feet, and buttocks completely relaxed. Lift the sternum slightly upwards and slowly lower your head down. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Mindfully move your head to the left and to the right to release tensions in your neck. Bring your head up again. Without bending the cervical spine too much backwards, keep the head up and the neck long. If you still feel too much tensions in your neck, you can come into a variation, Marjari, Crocodile. Open your hands like a bowl and place your chin into your hands. Find a position that is suitable for you where you can become still, passive, and observing, without holding any tensions, any resistances. Let go of thoughts, judgments, comments. Be aware of your breath and the present moment. And with your next inhalation, you give the impulse to come out of the pose. Bring your elbows to the sides, one hand on top of the other, and bring your forehead on your hands. Feel the effects of the practice. Which sensations do you feel in your body, in your lower back, after releasing the pressure of the lumbar spine? Slowly come up to a sitting position, and for the next Yin Yoga pose, half butterfly, you extend your left leg to the left, keeping your right foot in. Place your left forearm on top of the left leg, twisting to your right side, look up, extend your right arm looking to your hand, and slowly fold towards your left leg. If you want, you can rest your head in your hand. The right arm is hanging over your head, gently pushing you towards your leg. Let gravity work for you here. Don't hold back. Let yourself sink. You can also bring the arm down and let the head hang. Let the ear drop towards the shoulder. Try to be as relaxed as possible and feel the side stretch in your right side now. Keeping the right knee and hip down on the floor. Check if there's no activity in your muscles and turn your awareness inward. Become still and observing. On your next inhale, come out of the pose, back to center with your upper body. Bring both legs straight in front to become aware of both sides of your body. Then you prepare for half butterfly to the other side. Extend your right leg to the right side, keeping your left foot in. Bring your right arm on top of your right leg, twist to the left side and up, extend your left arm, look to your hand, and let yourself sink towards your right leg. The head can rest in your hand or let it hang down. The left arm is hanging over your head. Don't hold tensions or activity in your muscles. Let yourself sink into the pose. Be aware of your breath, of all sensations, all effects of this practice. Let go of all thoughts, of all that is distracting you from the sensations that are there, from the here and now. And with your next inhalation, you come back up. And for the next Yin Yoga pose, the Straddle or Dragonfly, you open both legs as wide as possible to the sides. If you have problems to sit like this with your legs straight, you can bend your knees and place some blocks underneath both knees. You can also sit up on something that it is easier to fold forward from your hips. Try what works best for you here. Now you start to fold forward, passive with a round spine. Without pushing or pulling, without any activity from your muscles. You can either let your head just drop or support it with your hands, or you can also place a block or some cushions on top of each other and support your head the way it works best for you. Then you become still, turning your awareness inwards. Don't move the body. Every movement creates activity in the muscles, and exactly this we want to avoid in the Yin poses. To become passive, to let go, to reach the deeper tissues, the meridians, to release tensions in deep layers. Remind yourself to surrender, to completely let go, being open and receptive, without judging, without thinking, just watching. If a pose gets too intense or even uncomfortable after some time, you can slowly and mindfully leave the pose anytime. Slowly come out of the pose now. Carefully bring your legs together and lay down on your back. Bring your feet mat width apart and your knees are in contact with each other. Become aware of the sensations in your legs and hips. In your whole body. And for the next yin pose, the reclining shoelace, you bring your feet closer to each other and place your right leg, cross your right leg on top of the left one. Bring your knees closer to your chest that your feet are coming up from the floor. Hold your left foot with your right hand now and your right foot with your left hand. If you don't reach your feet, you can hold the ankles, shins, or knees instead. In all variations, it is important that the neck is long, that the chin is not pointing up and your head is lying on the floor. Don't hold tensions in your face, your neck, or your shoulders. You can try to bring your feet more to the sides, away from your hips, keeping your knees close to each other. Release the tensions in your outer hips and glutes, especially in your right side now. Be aware from within if your shoulders are relaxed and you don't hold tensions. Bring your left foot back to the floor now, releasing your hands. Keep your right leg over the left. Bring your arms to the sides on shoulder level, palms facing upwards. And let your legs sink to the right side now into reclining twist. If this is not working well for you or the opening in your left hip is too intense, you can also bring the legs parallel to each other and come into the simple variation of this twist. Your head turns to the left side. Let your whole body sink without pushing or using muscular effort. Surrender yourself to the floor and let gravity work for you here. Become still and aware of what is appearing in this practice. Release all tensions out of your physical center, out of the abdominal area, along the spine, from your hips. And check that your face is relaxed, your shoulders and arms, your whole body. Inhaling, come back to center with your legs and your head. Bring your feet parallel again, arms close to your body, and feel the sensations in both sides. Cross your left leg over the right one now. Bring your knees up, feet away from the floor, and hold your left foot again with your right hand and the right foot with the left hand. Or as an alternative, hold your ankles, shins, or knees. Be aware that your neck is long and the shoulders are relaxed. Relax your face and try to become as passive and relaxed as possible. Also let go of your thoughts. Become aware and observing. And still. Release your hands and bring the right foot back to the floor. Keep the legs crossed and your arms to the sides on shoulder level. Your legs are sinking to the left side now, head to the right. You can also uncross the legs and bring them parallel to each other. Let go completely along the spine, in your hips, in your whole body and your mind, all thoughts and images. Mindfully observing each and every moment, noticing sensations or thoughts coming up, but don't stick to them. Let them go again. And very slowly, with your next inhalation, you leave the pose and come back to center with your legs and your head. Stretch out your legs, feet a little bit apart. Your arms are close to your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Head and spine are in a straight line. You are aware of all sensations in your body, the effects of the practices. Feel the body lying on the floor. Let it sink into the ground. Don't hold anything back. Surrender yourself fully. Let go. Bring the focus of your awareness to your natural breath now. Watch the navel rise and fall in the rhythm of your breathing. Feel the expansion of the chest with each inhalation and the relaxation with each exhalation. Maybe you can also notice the breath in the throat or in the nose. Just watch it without controlling, without changing its natural rhythm. Try to become the observer, not the doer. Your body is breathing and you are aware of that. You don't have to be active anymore now. You can relax completely. and watch what is happening by itself. Follow the whole length of the inward breath as well as the whole length of the outward breath. Also notice the short break after the inward breath and the change from inward to outward breath, and the short break after the outward breath before the next impulse to inhale. Stay connected to this natural breathing rhythm, being aware of each inhalation and each exhalation. The impulse of breathing in and breathing out happens by itself. Don't force it. This is your own inner rhythm. Probably it is not regular. Sometimes there is a deeper breath and then it gets more shallow again. Just watch it without concentration, more effortlessly. Come back to the feeling of floating lightness, as if your body were a leaf floating on water, drifting with the current downwards, moved by the rhythm of the water. The river flows into a lake. The water is getting still. There is no movement anymore. The leaf is floating on the calm and still surface of the water. Be aware of the stillness within you and around you. Become aware of your physical form again, your body lying on the floor. Take a few deeper breaths. And mindfully start to move your body. The toes, move your fingers, your feet and hands, your legs and arms. Stretch yourself. Do whatever movement feels good for you now. Keep your eyes closed and roll to your left side. And come up to a sitting position. Ideally cross-legged. If this is too difficult, sit in any other comfortable pose. Sit tall but keep your legs and feet relaxed, grounding your sitting bones into the floor. Your head centered. Your face and your whole upper body are relaxed. Your hands are resting on your knees. The tip of the thumb and the index finger are in contact. Become aware of the effect of this Yin Yoga sequence. The relaxation, letting go deep inside, and the arriving in the now at yourself, and the stillness inside. I will now chant the mantra Om 3 times. Feel the sound vibrating through your body and your mind. Keep your eyes closed and become aware again of the outer world, the sounds from outside, the place where you are. And very slowly open your eyes again.